Hello, this is Donna. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to do a tutorial about altering cabinet cards, and I have a second option so that you don't have to actually use your cabinet cards if you don't want to alter them. I'm organizing, so this is my bag of cabinet cards that goes in a big basket of other photos and photo albums. So this is the copy of this cabinet card. This one didn't have a back, but what I did was I printed on cardstock a whole bunch of backs. So I really like that because it has the advertising on it. And this is one we're going to work on today, the copy one. And I kind of went a little crazy before I turned the camera on. Now those journal artists that are out there that have been there for a long time have been lucky enough or blessed to receive Angie Happy Mail. Now, Angie doesn't have a YouTube, but she sends these wonderful things. And I saw this a while ago, and I can't really remember who had it, but in her Happy Mail from Angie, she had altered the cabinet cards. So I just want to share with you what I've done here. So these become wonderful tuck spots. As a matter of fact, you could tuck that one right in there. And how fun. This is one that was on a canvas that I made, and I was going through a bunch of my old art canvases to try to clean up, and I decided to tear that right off the canvas. So this will become something for maybe a ring-bound journal. And this one I did with my huge stack of stickers, and really sometimes I love them, but what do I use them on besides tags? And I wasn't really loving the fact that you could see the edge of the sticker because I didn't want to detail cut all that out. I wish they would make stickers which didn't have that. Anyways, so what I did was I decided to use a tissue paper. It's like mulberry paper that has, you know, all the fibers in it, and I heavily coated it with matte medium. And this is what happened, and I really love it. So there's an option. I hope these aren't, this one's a little, yeah. The image is so great, and that just natural patina, and has that little eeriness about it, which I love. I backed this with a digital wallpaper. No, maybe I actually had this wallpaper. I don't know. But this is a copy, and that becomes a lovely little tuck too. Okay, I'll go quickly here. This one, I loved this lace so much that I didn't put a word or I was going to put some sort of nameplate or word in it, but I didn't. Vintage buttons. And then here we have some great embossed papers. There's another one of those buttons, and just a little name. I couldn't find a date on this one, so there's that. And I really loved all this beautiful handwork on these laces. This one's a little big for that, but here, let's try this. So something like that. So you get it. And then a bulb pin with bits and pieces and vintage buttons. There she is. She's so happy, isn't she? Oh well. But I found this in my stash, and I love it. It's a clip-on earring, and I just took the back off, and it's metal, and you can actually push it around and pose it differently. Okay, there's this lovely lady. Oh, that had nothing on the back, by the way. And I have scraps and pieces from Dinosaur Dry Goods of children's dresses, and the detail on this is incredible. I'm like, what can I use this for? And I mean, they're just tiny scraps, but it really showcases this, I think, on this particular piece. And then I cut some seam binding in half and made a little bow. Okay, moving on. There's this family. That looks just like a picture that my grandmother has of her family. Her hair was the exact same way. And this obviously was pulled out of a photo album. And this is great. Another button there, and just lots of different laces and another tuck. And then here I took I added a millinery flower, and there is a tiny gold safety pin back there that I added all that to, and that also is a tuck spot. This one was really fun. So my husband's uncle was apparently a very dapper man, had a large box of tie tacks and cufflinks, and I did take them somewhere to make sure that they were costume and I wasn't ruining them. So this is what I did with it. And I had this wonderful vintage, I'm not even sure what it's called. I want to show you what it looks like though. Oh, I actually have the box. Okay, so here they are. Ah, they're falling all down. It reminds me of a seam binding. I think you would use it in suiting. So if any of you know what this is, obviously the box is falling down. Push it aside. Beautiful colors though. So what I did was I wanted to do something rather masculine with him. And this actually comes off. It's the tie clip, which I thought was great. And these were cufflinks from a different set. And I used some suiting fabric that I had. And there we go. So, try to scoot it on here. This is the one that we're going to work on. Just want to make sure that I'm good, that I'm in frame. Here, I'll put these here so we have something pretty to look at. Nope, right there. And get rid of the glare. So we have this way, and I know this is going to read sideways, but I'm okay with that. I think what I want to do is create like a tiny tuck. I have a smaller scrap here. So I wanted to create a tiny tuck, and underneath that, I want to put a piece of lace. I want to show you this crazy scrap box that gets bigger and bigger. I can't even close it anymore. Oh well. So let's take a look at that. My thought was, I want to give this a better base on here. Okay, let's get the art glitter glue out, and oh, please work. I'm sure this happens all the time to all of you. Yeah, so I'm just going to go down the side a little. This is not a really, big pocket or by means, but let's just get that stuck on there like that. Get that off there. Pull it down. And I just feel like I need to brace that a little. What about this piece? That actually would look nice because it would hang down a little. So, like I said, there's so many digitals. I just want to show you real quick that you can print these off. If you have cabinet cards, print them off, copy them. I tend not to copy my vintage things, but I need to more. And then you can always get a digital download of backs too. There's so many wonderful examples out there on Etsy for cabinet cards and for vintage photos. Okay, so we got just a little bit of that lace coming down. I think I'm going to go over here, but let's just look at this for a minute. Okay, I'm going to let that keep working there. Like my desk, yeah, has everything on it. I actually really kind of like that. Nope, not there. I turn it over. You could still see the lace on the bottom if I put that there. And maybe we can build up something right here. Okay. It's amazing what you can do with the tiniest little scraps of things. I'm going to go ahead and cut that back right there. And what do I want to do here? Thinking maybe something like that. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. My allergies are terrible. I kind of want to use the velvet. We could put a button there too. This could kind of cover that up, or thinking on the fly there. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put this here. I'm going to be very careful about the velvet because I don't like it to come through. So I really am going to press it with my fingers. There. Okay. What about, oh, I could use some of this netting. So fragile. And I do like the wispy part of it, and you can still kind of see the velvet behind it. Yeah, I like that. I'm not sure if I want to put it this way or that way. Okay, that works good. I am putting this right on the velvet because I know I'm going to put some button or a bow or something like that right there, so I'm okay with that. A pen maybe. You can always use a skewer, a pen, chopsticks, something like that to help press that down. If you don't want to get your finger stuck to it and it pulls back up. The really fragile stuff tends to do that. Let's see. Let's see what buttons we have. I like that because it already has thread through it. But my thought was, we have the pink. Do you want to keep doing pink? What about another piece on that? So when I keep doing these layers, I just keep dabbing the glue. And yes, I do like the art glitter glue. Don't pay attention to how nasty the bottle is. It dries quickly. It holds buttons. It holds all kinds of things really nicely. That is actually pretty nice. And that's where the pens come in handy, or anything else. Push that down there. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's see if we need something else. Remember, we have that tuck on the back. I don't know, just think I want to do maybe this over here, like that. Give it a little more balance, and you'll be able to see it from the back too, and it won't interfere with the tuck. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge because I'm trying to, like I said, create a little more balance there. I might even cut that off there. Okay. I know that's not dry, but I just want to flip this around for you. And or something small. I mean, you could put something like that in there. That's too long, but just something, just a small tuck. I'm not done with these yet, but I could put something like that in there. And sometimes I let these sit and I think, you know, what else would I like to add to that? If I wanted to, I could do a bulb pin like I did here with the millinery. I could do a bulb pin hanging off here with just a small charm. That would be pretty cool too. But anyway, so play with these ideas if you like them. And thank you for taking the time to watch this and spend time with me. I really appreciate it. And have a wonderful day. Thank you.